to another episode of Three Shots of Espresso. I'm Thomas.
Not
Okay, it's just me
Alicia.
today. It's just me today.
I
I'll
thought it
start with
was.
introducing by
I
myself.
thought
I'm always
it was
last.
Since when? Thomas is always last.
I'm never lost.
I'm always last. You obviously don't listen to our podcast, even though you edit them.
Clearly.
So I basically okay, fine. They're so young, and I'm Alicia. Fuck you.
Okay. And this episode, we're not doing anything because everyone's a piece of shit except me.
Period.
And that's on period. No, we're gonna just talk about some of our firsts in this episode. I think it's kind of fun, kind of fun, kind of fresh. It's something new,
Not this.
Oh god.
Okay, like most people are always like, "Oh, you're first. Ooh, scandalous." No, guys. I mean, maybe a little. You never know. Continue listening. But we are also going in with general first. Get to
Yeah.
get to know us a little more. Dive in deep.
True. Let's just start with some easy ones. Like I have a list here, So let's do first pets. I think that would be an easy one. I guess I'll go first.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
So my first pet, I guess it could be technically mine because I bought her. We adopted a cat
Oh.
from the pet store or wherever we got it. I don't remember. And her name was Meow Meow. She was already like 5, I want to say. So she was kind of old. And we don't want to give her another name because she was
Not
already
you
that old.
being ageist.
I mean, we adopted her, which a lot of other people wouldn't
That's true.
because she was already old.
Yep.
But yeah, it's kind of sad because it turned out she had a FIV, and she
Yeah.
had it before we even got hers, obviously. So
And in case people don't know what FIV is,
yeah, it's basically HIV but for felines. So
Mhm.
it's FIV. So yeah, it wasn't much we can do. It's kind of sad because I know my sister took her to a lot of like appointments to check what was wrong, kind of that kind of stuff. But in the end, we had to put her down. So yeah, that was my first
R.I.P.
pet. Yeah, rest in peace.
My first pet is also kind of a sad story. My first pet, I've never been allowed to have pets, but when I moved out of my parents' house, we got this cat named Moko. She was a kitty, so we got her at 8 weeks old, which is like 2 months, which is like really small if you think about it. So we basically raised her, and yeah, like we had her for a year, and she really liked going outside. So we would let her go outside, and she would come back, but one day she just didn't come back. So yeah. But the way I like to think of it is I feel like she was truly an outdoor cat, and I feel like she's having fun out there, just like being an outdoor cat and stuff, you know?
I feel that.
Yeah.
I technically have had multiple first pets, but if we're talking about like a physical thing that you could touch, because you can't really touch fish. I don't know
that
if
could
you
be a first pet. Like
That could
any
be a first
pet.
pet.
guys, but that's not interesting. Fine.
But that
My
was your first pet.
That was my first pet. Period. My first pet was a goldfish from Mississauga, Chinatown. There was like this random like pet store, and like me and my dad loved going to aquariums and stuff like that. Like we loved it, and he was really good at like making the aquarium legit. Like it was in its rightful cages, or what's it called, aquariums? Yeah, rightful boxes, everything like that. Like we don't need the fish people to attack me because it was lit. I didn't name it at all. We didn't name it. It was just kind of there.
Interesting.
Uh-huh. That's it.
Boring.
Oh my god.
How about this one? Your first job.
Oh.
I guess I'll start first for this one
Okay.
too. I don't know if I can consider this a first job. Well, I was kind of a tutor
Oh my
and
god,
I
same.
tutored math for this company, which we won't mention, but I only did it, like, once or twice. I didn't even do it much. Actually, did I do it more than that? I think I did, but I don't remember much of it, so I don't even like to consider that my first job, but that's my first job. I tutored math, and am I good at math? No, I'm not.
So mine was similar, but I didn't work for like a company that did that. I just had like my mom's friends reach out to me. They're like, "You're good at English, right?" I'm like, "Yes." And so I helped their ESL kids learn English. I also got paid under the table. Um,
Wait, what?
so
You didn't mean
uh,
that?
oh yeah, I didn't mean that. Sorry. So that
Not
would
that you
technically
can
be
get
my
in
first
trouble
job.
for it.
Yeah. Um,
So that was how many years ago now? More than
that's
10?
true. I'm pretty sure like babysitters technically get paid under the table because you just get paid cash.
True.
Anyways, yeah, that would be my first job.
My first job was kind of cute, kind of fresh, kind of fun. No, not really. I was actually in grade. What was I? In grade 10? In grade 10 for my first job. And it was being a referee.
Oh, I remember that.
So I was a soccer referee. And I hated it. I hated it.
Oh god.
Because basically the purpose of a referee is like they're kind of like the law, essentially, of the game.
Mhm.
So I would legit, I'm such a passive, submissive bitch. And I hated calling out like I'm like offside, right?
Mhm.
Which if you know the game, you know the game. I was like, oh my god, offside, hee and then coaches would be like, sir, miss, that's not
Sir.
offside. And I'd be like, oh my god, you're right, it's not. My bad. Like,
Oh
like I
god.
was
Oh
just
boy.
I was not standing my ground. And I was feeling a little shy, actually. So not the best. Did I get paid $25 an hour, bitch? Loved it. But hated every moment. Like, especially as like a high school person, like, no. I know that you're like I just suck. It was just the parents that made it worse. It wasn't the kids.
True. But $25 an hour, that was, like, almost 3 times minimum wage,
Okay,
if
think
you
of a
think about
soccer
it.
game. It's 1 hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so you stood there for an hour.
Yeah, I stood there. I always wanted because for as a referee in how it worked, it's either you sign up for being a linesman, which is like where you're on the line and you do the flags on the side, or you are straight up in the field calling out calls. And I would always because he sends an email looking for this game and you just snatch it up, right?
Mm.
And I would always try to snatch up the linesman one because I did not want to touch the fucking field at all.
Okay. I get it, though.
Yeah, your girl was shy.
Okay, let's move on. How about oh god, no, I don't want I'll skip that one for now. First, let's do first club. What was the first club you've
Stop
done?
this.
First club.
Mhm.
He's talking about
Um,
extracurriculars.
yeah, so I would consider my first club to be band, specifically honor band, because technically I started that before joining high school because I was in it in grade 8. Yeah, it was band.
For me, I mean, I mentioned that I asked you guys if this was actually a club because I didn't know. But at track and field, I
That's a
started
club.
that yeah, I guess, if I say so. I
Yeah.
started back in probably middle school. Yeah, I did hurdles, triple jump,
We
sprinting.
love an athletic daddy.
I know, right? I only did sprints because I couldn't run long, so I did like 100 and 200, and that was yeah, that was my first club.
I wasn't really sure because like I felt like elementary school, you still joined clubs, no?
No, I
Real
didn't.
what? Oh shit, like y'all never went to choir, y'all never went to
I did.
No, we had
intramurals?
That
music
was
class, and
that
that was
was
choir.
middle school for me, and that was choir.
Yep.
Okay.
But you but can going along with that, did you guys have to sing to a teacher to kind of quote unquote audition for it?
No. It
Oh,
was
good
just
reader.
music class.
It was just music class. Well, no, I it depended for me because like I was wanting attention apparently, so I would try. I actually did a lot of concerts in my middle school, so it was just
Like
me and my
as
friend
a
Savannah,
oh.
and we would just go up
Oh.
and sing. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Because when I was talking about choir, like we actually bussed to different places and we sang.
yeah, we
Oh,
did
okay.
too. Um, if I remember my first club, I'm gonna say cross country. And I like love that. I did the Mississauga Marathon. I did the Scotia Bank runs. Like it was so fun. It was to the point where it's like this was in middle school because I don't remember what my first club was like in elementary. I felt like it was all mandatory. So I wouldn't I feel like
Right.
clubs we're talking about something that you wanted to go to, and I only wanted to go to cross country because my sister Felicia originally joined it and she was able to get like free bagels from Mississauga Marathon at the end of the year. So I was like, I want free bagels. So then me and a bunch of my friends, and I convinced a bunch of my friends, and it
Oh,
became like
wow.
our thing together to the point where like even past clubs, like on weekends and stuff, we just ran. Like I was literally a middle-aged woman in middle school.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I
And
stopped
you
running
Nice.
wouldn't
in high school.
and you wouldn't dare to do marathons now?
Are you kidding me? Fuck no.
Why not?
I just fell out of love because nobody wanted to do it with me in high school. Like we had a cross country club in high school. Again, if y'all didn't listen to the past podcast, we went to high school together. And none of them, all of them were like badminton, archery club. And
But
I'm
you
sitting here
you
like,
couldn't just have your own hobby?
no, I need friends. I
She's
have
an
my
extrovert, remember?
yeah, I don't like to do things
So
by
she
myself.
wanted to be an ununique, blendable, very not special, not unique person.
Imagine trying so hard to be quirky. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, definitely isn't you.
Okay,
Um,
next. Oh, or did
next
Thomas say it?
one. Let's do first team sport. I guess it's along the same lines.
Mine would technically be badminton with you, Thomas, because
Mm,
other sports that I've played have all been individual, whether it be figure skating or
true. Yeah.
taekwondo or things like that. Yeah.
Well, what about a relay race? No, I'm just joking.
I've never done that.
No,
Oh,
yes.
okay. Well, I wouldn't count that. I only ran like one relay race. Yeah. So badminton, same for me too.
I technically did a relay race too in Mississauga Marathon. Say it again,
Oh,
Alicia. But it would be is it field hockey? No, soccer. Soccer because I grew up with it. So I did soccer in literally kindergartens when they had Timbits. If you're in Canada, you know what I'm talking about.
oh, you did that?
Yeah. So
Oh,
my dad is obsessed with soccer. He played soccer in his adult life. Like I was like probably in grade 5 and he was still doing adult soccer. So he was like,
mm.
the kids, they're going to soccer. So we did that. It was fun. Literally grew up. I think that was so fun because first off, we love it. It's girls soccer, all the girls get together. And like I've made some great friends. I'm still friends with people on Facebook and Instagram through soccer and made some great connections. Slash I love eating like whenever there was halftime, which is so stupid. My favorite thing was getting like oranges and Capri Sun, and whoever's mom was the best would bring Kool-Aid.
You see a theme in this now? Like she did soccer for the halftime eating, and then she did a marathon for the
The
bagels.
bagels.
Oh god.
She just loved
We love
food.
food.
Ooh. Okay, this one could be like a combo because it kind of fits in your first. I don't even know if this is a good question to ask. First girlfriend or boyfriend? Like, what kind of question is that?
So first, like significant other, or
Slash
like
first kiss. Yes, I guess.
Yeah.
Let me go start off by saying for the first part for me, there's no such thing. And the
and that's
second
okay.
yeah, okay, sure. And the second thing is, when you I think a lot. I don't know if it was just us, but when you were just kids and you went to school, people just did tons of like weird stuff, or you guys
Mhm.
were like, "Oh, what is that?" Da, da, da.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't mean like crazy stuff. I just
I
meant
know
like
exactly what
I
you're
was
talking about.
leading to like first kiss,
Yeah.
you know. But
Oh.
yeah, didn't you have people that were like,
No.
"Okay, let's try it." Oh,
Yeah.
so that for me was back in elementary school.
Do you know her name?
Interesting.
I do, but I don't want to say it.
Not even the first name?
It starts with an A.
Oh, okay. It's Alicia fan, bitch.
Oh,
Oh
ew.
god.
No, we didn't even grow up in the same area.
No, it didn't.
Huh.
Before
Okay.
rumors start.
True.
I didn't go through like anything like that. My first kiss was with my technically third boyfriend,
Dead.
JP. He's dead to me. He kissed me, and I remember
Get away.
feeling. I remember feeling two things. One, that I wasn't feeling any like fireworks like they described in movies, and two, that his lips were really fucking chapped.
Oh,
And I was like, "This is what everyone like raves on about. This sucks."
I don't
So
think
yeah,
it's a
that was my
kissing
first kiss.
part.
Huh?
I don't think it's the kissing part that people rave about.
Uh well, yeah, but like and like if you watch like the Princess Diaries, like when she's kissing, she wants her like foot to go up,
Oh, yeah.
like
I
that
guess
kind
I
of
could do that
Well, her
feeling.
too.
first kiss was ruined because
Yeah.
right. So she didn't technically rave, but she basically showed the real. Okay, we're not doing film analysis right now, but she showed the realisticness of it. It's like, oh, most first kisses aren't as what you think it will be.
Mhm. Right.
But her foot still went up, so
Yeah, but it got caught.
yeah.
Yep.
Spoiler alert. Sorry,
My
guys.
foot didn't go up because, well, I didn't really like him anyway, so yeah.
But I bet something else went up.
Ew!
No,
Gross,
that
that's disgusting.
I didn't say what. What do you
Okay.
think I said?
Alright, Thomas.
Mhm. Did I lie?
So. Oh yeah, because her first kiss is the same thing as her first significant other, right?
No, oh, wait, I didn't answer that part. My first
You don't?
significant other, I like to consider, K-chan.
Oh, okay. Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is why I find this
But there
question a
was like
little
one
weird.
before that, but I guess we don't talk about that.
Well, I don't really consider it because it was, like, 3 days. Like, you don't
And it
it's
was
not
like also
really
forced into it. I
I
feel
was
like
forced into it.
it was like an elementary school type thing, but it was in middle school,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Wait. First significant other, his name is Luke, but that was in middle school, and I did kiss him, so I guess I would count that. But like even then, imagine dating in middle school, guys.
That's what
Do
I'm
you how
saying. Like, that doesn't
like you
even
literally
exist.
what I said was like, "Oh, mom, I have like cross country at this time," and sometimes I wouldn't. Like, you know what I mean? My sister would be like, "When did cross country run on Wednesdays?" I'm like, "Yeah, now it changes. It changed when you
True.
left." So we would just make out by the creek. If y'all went to my
Oh.
school, y'all know who I'm
Oh,
talking about.
god.
See?
I thought your first boyfriend was oh, wait,
Oh!
should I say that name?
You can say the last name, Dr. Dookie.
Oh, right.
Right?
Ooh.
I'll bleep it out. It's fine. No, that was my first crush. Which, oh my god, my bad. Were we supposed to
Okay,
say
we
that?
can
My
go
bad.
into
We
that,
can just go
sure.
into that one.
But my first kiss is traumatic.
I thought you said your first kiss was that same guy.
No. I said I kissed him.
Yes, that was your first kiss.
My first kiss was in grade 3.
Oh, so something similar, like
Like you. But
right.
I personally felt assaulted.
Uh-huh.
Because I was just hanging out with this kid. We were like, he's just 1 year younger than me, and he was a neighborhood kid, and we would just play tag and stuff like that. And it was freeze tag, so I was frozen. He jumps on a rock and kissed me on the lips. I ran inside of my house and I cried and never came back out. And my mom was like, "What's wrong? Sean's at the door." And I was just like, "Sean says he's sorry." And I was like, Sean, and then like the next day he brought me like a flower, but like he stole it from my parents' garden, so it was like this is some weird shit, and like he felt so bad, but I was just like, okay, like I didn't ask for that kiss because I was like, I watched The Princess Diaries, I watched all of this shit, I wanted my first kiss to be like a handsome dude, not a guy younger than me and like playing freeze tag. The fuck.
Well, how does he look now?
I don't know his last name. He moved.
Oh.
Like when I went to middle school, he moved. So. Like, I give a shit. Fuck him.
He's Big Sean. Jokes.
No, he's white.
Oh, okay. What were we talking about? Oh,
first crushes?
Yeah,
crushes,
crushes.
yeah.
I don't even know. Like, does it have to be human or
no,
not
it
human?
doesn't.
Like,
I was gonna do 2, like real
Okay, yeah.
and like fictional.
Yeah,
okay.
I like that idea. So yeah.
Yeah, so I can go first. My
what?
first fictional crush was Robin from Teen Titans.
Oh,
For some reason, he looked like really cool, and his voice was super hot to me. I don't know. I was like mesmerized. So I was a little sad when he like, you know, started stuff with Starfire. Anyway, and then my first real life crush was a guy named Jonathan. I actually have him on Facebook now because we've reconnected.
Shout out to Jonathan.
Yeah, shout out to Jonathan. I had a crush on you from grades like
Hater up? No, just okay.
2 to 3, like 2 full years. I had a big ass crush on him, and I was really obvious. He actually got me on my grade 3 birthday. We had like this party, and he got me this like porcelain angel, and it was very sweet of him. I think we still have it somewhere in my parents' basement still. So yeah, those are my 2 crushes. What about you guys?
Well, Alicia can go.
Yeah.
So my first fictional crush, y'all know who it is. His name is Tuxedo Mask, motherfucker. My sister was obsessed with Sailor Moon. So naturally, we're like 3 years apart. I'm watching the same shit she is. And this was at the point where, yes, I watched it dub. Don't fucking judge me. But we watched it on YTV. And Tuxedo Mask comes in with a fucking rose. And he does that thing with the rose. And I'm just
He's
like,
so useless, though.
He's the worst.
Literally.
He was... Okay, hold up. This is my first crush. Like, fictional crush. I was literally not even in grade school yet. I think. I was in kindergarten when it was on YTV, and I was like, oh my god, he's so cute! My first childhood he went to Waterloo. Do I say it? Okay, there's this guy named... Yeah, his name is Calvin.
Oh, okay.
And it was so funny, because me and this girl, I'm gonna say her name too, Calvin. Oh yeah, me and Arian, if you guys remember Arian, we went to like the 2nd grade together in the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Arian had a crush on Calvin, who went to Waterloo, but is not the Calvin you guys think it is because he wasn't there. It's like a different.
So you beat her up?
No.
So who fought? Like, who fought for him? No, I'm just joking.
None of us. He hated me. We went to the same temple.
Can I just say, I don't even, like, if I'm really thinking about it, I don't even know if I had a real in-life crush. Because I feel like...
Okay.
I think people just say a name because it was kind of a thing people had, right? But for me, I think everyone's was just so like stale to me, if that kind of makes sense. I thought everyone was boring.
Yeah, I get
And
that.
I didn't connect, or I didn't feel like, oh my god, so I don't know. But
I mean, that's fair,
I could say fictional ones.
Okay.
One for sure. Do you remember Totally Spies?
Oh my god. Which one?
Do you know? It has to be... Wait. Sam.
Sam.
It's 100% Sam.
Yep, the red
Sam is
hair.
literally the best.
Yeah.
Me just Googling it.
She's
Yeah.
It's
smart
100% yeah, she was smart. She was
and
the leader.
pretty.
We
She's
love
not
them.
dumb like the blonde one.
Yep. Clover.
Sorry.
We don't like her.
Clover. Mm-hmm.
And then the other girl is
I don't know. She was the
what is the girl's
orange
name?
one.
Just write
Green.
Totally Spy
Orange.
characters.
Anyway, while you search for that, my other crush. This is kind of weird. I don't know if it's weird though. So do you
Sam, Clover,
remember?
Alex.
Oh right, Alex.
Alex.
Oh my god. Wait, I had a crush on Sailor Jupiter. Stop this. The green one.
Yes, the green one, Sailor Jupiter.
Oh my god, I did too.
I didn't say I had a crush on Sailor Jupiter.
Oh, awkward.
Okay. Let's continue.
I was gonna say, do you remember Powerpuff Girls?
Oh yes.
Does anyone have anything for the professor or no?
He's kind of
Wait.
cute. I see that. I mean, he's in like a lab coat.
That's
He's
what I'm
really
saying, like,
nice
daddy
to the
vibes.
Smart and
girls.
educated.
Yeah.
What did you say? What did you say, Alicia?
I said he's smart and educated.
Uh-huh. And
We
that's
love Professor Utonium.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Okay,
That's a
moving
good one.
on. Yeah, see, I have really good ones. Okay, this one, I guess Soyeon put it in better words. First orgasmic food experience.
Oh my god.
So
stop
like if you've watched Shokugeki no Soma, aka Food Wars, the anime, when they eat something so good their clothes burst off, that kind of thing. Okay, I can go first.
Okay.
So, the first time I really found like food to be really delicious was when I went back to Korea in 4th grade, and I had Korean fried chicken, like from Korea. Like it's legit Korean fried chicken, and it's half regular, half with a sauce, and it's like spicy sauce, and I love spicy food. And it was the first time I was like, wow, food can be this amazing. It was so good. Yeah. My clothes did not pop off, but I was very happy eating that.
Right. I mean, we would hope your clothes didn't pop up in the 4th grade, you know?
True.
I don't know if I remember mine. If Alicia, you remember, if you know of yours, you can just butt in. But
No.
okay, from what I remember, I think the first time I was like, oh my god, was when we went to Sansote.
Oh
And
my
we had that
gosh.
black garlic oil ramen. That shit is
Oh.
so good. When I first tried it, I was like, "Oh my god, this is so good."
It's
Like, I couldn't believe
honestly
it.
Sansote, I feel like is like the only chain here, or you know,
There.
Right, yeah.
there,
Here for us.
that is like really good. Like it's like really good ramen. Other places just don't do it for me. I think it's
Mhm.
only Sansote and only the
Mhm.
Toronto location because the Mississauga
I
is
know,
nothing.
yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm thinking about it. This sounds very like white of me, but my mom is like, I've eaten steaks my entire life, right? My mom doesn't believe in anything bloody, aka it needs to be killed. Like that shit needs to be burnt to a crisp. Like if it's
Okay.
charcoal, it's delicious. But the first time it was actually Winterlicious with a keel, and I ordered I'm not steak and frites.
Okay, yeah.
Which is for French. I'm sorry, steak and fries. And the thing is like I'm just gonna let them do it. I'm gonna let them handle it because I normally order well done because my mom says if you don't order well done, you're going to hell. So I was like, I don't want to go to hell, but today I will.
Okay.
And I tried it, and it's delicious, guys. Don't fucking eat leather. Eat shit a little raw. Fuck
So
it.
how did you get it then?
Not raw chicken, though.
Medium rare.
Medium rare.
Mhm.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's
We love it
usually my
bloody.
classic, too. Or sometimes I do medium if I'm not really feeling, like, blood soaking.
No, I
I'll
need
sometimes do
I need the
medium.
blood coming out. I don't even care if it's like brown on the outside too. Like sometimes I want the steak to be all red
So blue.
and it's delicious. Yeah, blue. It's so good.
That's disgusting.
Oh,
I'm
You-
traumatized. because
Why?
one time my mom made me steak. Uh, it was supposed to be medium rare, but blood was oozing out. It was just the plate was full of blood and oil, and I was like, "I'm not eating this. There's no way I can consume this." Anyway.
Mhm.
I don't get you guys.
I could never eat a blue. That's disgusting.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Carnivore here. Jeez.
I mean, we kind of all are. But anyway, how about we do our first best friend? Do you
Oh,
guys remember your first best friends?
I
Yeah.
do. Yeah. Who wants to go first?
So yeah.
Okay. My first best friend was Zoya. Um, she was very small. We were best friends. She actually lived like a couple doors down from me. We lived in an apartment building, and she would come over every day, and we'd like hang out and stuff. So actually, Zoya is Muslim, and I didn't know that Muslims were not supposed to eat gelatin. So we accidentally fed her a lot of sour keys, not knowing that she wasn't supposed to have
Oh
gelatin.
god.
Oh!
And
No,
then
I
what
think
happened?
I think it's okay because they don't know. I mean, I'm not
Okay.
Muslim myself, but
Don't say that.
I think something along the lines of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, we were good
Because
friends.
you guys didn't have the intention.
No, I just wanted to share like some yummy treats that my mom bought me.
It's
We were just eating them
also a
together.
really old thing. Like, this is coming from Akil's parents, not mine, but back then when they ate pork or anything related to pork, gelatin, they would get sick because they didn't know how to freeze or preserve the pork properly. So they just took it as, oh, God obviously doesn't want us to eat pork. You know what I mean? And now
Mm.
we have technology to be able to do all that stuff, you know?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
So I can
Um,
remember my first best friend if you're done.
Yeah.
if you're
Um,
done.
I I kind of consider two people, kind of, because one was before I even started school. We would I was it before I started school? It was probably kindergarten. He wasn't even in the same grade as me, but we lived near each other and we were kind of friends. So we would walk to school almost every day together. It would be basically my it was my grandpa who walked me to school back then, but I think it was my grandpa, me, the other guy, and I think that was his dad. Like his dad was pretty old, but his name was Danny, not to be mistaken with my cousin, which I don't really like.
Oh,
No hate, but we don't like each other. I mean, I never liked him. I don't know if he likes me or not, but doesn't matter. And then my second, I guess, friend I would consider is some girl named Cassandra, and she was like a friend, I think up until the 3rd or 4th grade until she moved. And yeah, that's all I remember.
Okay.
I've had like first friends, but like I didn't really like get in. You know, best friend is like something you get really deep into and like, oh my god, like we're gonna spend the rest of our lives together, even though it never comes true. Um, mine is actually both of you guys know her. Her name is Rochelle. Y'all don't
Yeah,
know her. Okay.
of course we know her.
She plays the French horn, but at the time we were just two neighbors down and we went hunting for bugs together. And like I always hung out in her place. It was so fun. Loved it. Loves it.
Mm,
We're friends now. Like we're like mutuals now for sure.
right.
Do you guys still talk to any of yours?
No, I
Mm,
rarely talk to anyone from
My previous
before high
life.
school.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I don't even I rarely even talk to people from university, honestly, which is kind of sad because I don't hate them.
yeah.
If you're listening, I don't hate you, but I don't know. It's just some people. I don't think you have to stay friends if you just don't connect or you're not on the same path anymore. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, we can move to the next one. Um, I was gonna say a first performance, but I think we all know what that is.
What do you mean?
Your first performance?
Oh,
D
mine was in grade 3.
I mean, we all had, like, talent shows or singing competitions, right?
Yeah, but like
Yeah, I
in
was
front of the
gonna
whole
say
school by yourself? Yeah, grade 3.
yeah.
Yep.
Like So Young probably did recitals for
Yeah, for flute.
flute, yeah. Oh, then I did recitals for piano. I have that on VHS.
Oh,
But yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I had flute recitals, like, in middle school and then in high school as well.
Okay. Let's move on to more interesting ones. Let's say, what was your first concert? Or let's do it more interestingly, which was the first concert you actually enjoyed? Can we say
Blackpink.
that?
You can do both. Do both. First concert and then first concert you enjoyed.
Okay.
So
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 my
Young
first
apparently went first.
okay, you can go first.
Oh, yeah, Blackpink is the one that I actually purchased, like, a ticket for, and, like, Thomas drove us there, and we, like, lined up for it, and, like, it was a really good experience. But my first actual experience, would technically be Arctic Monkeys, 'cause,
Mm.
Angela had tickets to it, and she was like, "Do you wanna go?" And I was like, "Okay," but it was, like, a box seat with her coworkers, and it was I don't think I like being in box seats. It's, I mean, you get, like, free food and, like, catering and stuff, which is cool, but, like, it's not really the concert experience, I would say. So I didn't particularly enjoy it, and I only know 2 2 Arctic Monkey songs, so
Right.
yeah.
My first concert experience was I think it's Wonder Girls when they came to
Oh,
Mississauga.
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
and we all
Yeah.
knew that. He posted it everywhere.
No, he didn't. I just posted it on
Just on
Facebook.
Facebook when I first met him. That was the only
Yeah,
impression I have of him.
that was my first concert, and my favorite, obviously Blackpink,
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
has to be. But a
Mhm.
close no, that one's no, that's just the best. I just
It's so
oh,
good.
it was so good.
My first one is actually a birthday present that Felicia gave me. Was it a birthday present or was it like a gift to graduation? Regardless, it was Red, Taylor Swift tour.
Oh,
I see.
okay.
Yeah, love that. First one I truly enjoyed. When I say truly enjoyed is like you can totally be yourself and not feel judged and like jump around and go crazy,
Uh-huh.
which I know So Young and Thomas did for Blackpink. We know that. So mine was actually Linkin Park in 30 Seconds to Mars with
Oh,
Aisha. Aisha, she had an ex best friend that said no. So I went with her and like we literally jumped and like went crazy. And the crowd was so is the word eclectic? Where it was like a
okay,
bunch of
yeah.
different types of people
I
that
can see
like
that for sure.
yeah, and it was insane and like the showmanship was insane and like it's one of those concerts where like yeah, they came out with a new album, but they knew their audience was there for their old music. So we were just
Mm,
the
mhm.
vibes. The vibes were immaculate.
Makes sense. Next one we can do. How about what's the first app you check when you wake up in the morning?
That's easy. Twitter.
Oh,
You know
Really?
what?
interesting.
You wanna know a fun fact? You know what app,
Really sad
Nick
fact?
checks in the morning? His
What?
emails. I'm not even
Oh,
kidding. He
What
checks
is
his
he, like
emails.
50 years
I
old?
was like,
boo.
"What?" 'Cause he's like, "Otherwise, I won't see them." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I check my emails when I start work. Yes, I check my personal emails when I start work, but obviously not
Yeah.
in my
Yeah, yeah,
work one.
yeah.
But the first app I check, honestly, is TikTok
No way.
because
Really?
I'll wake up and then I'll scroll in bed.
Yeah,
That's what I do, and then I
I
get
feel
up.
that sometimes. Mine's usually notifications, and does the app? I guess it counts. Discord.
Oh, yeah,
Discord.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I wake up later than both of you, so I'm like, sometimes I wake up and I miss an entire conversation.
Oh, I mean, if you
Well,
wake up at 2 PM, then no shit.
Okay, listen, I wake up at 10. Hold up.
both
10
of us
PM?
wake up pretty early for work.
Yeah, and like I'll come up, it's like 59 messages, like on red, and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh god. Okay, how about the first foreign country you visited that you remember?
Mine's
I just wanna stop
Mexico.
there.
Did I say mine? Mexico.
Yep.
It was just a resort, so nothing interesting, just with my family.
Okay. I mean,
Uh,
for Canada, would US be considered foreign?
yeah,
Because mine would be USA then.
So
yeah, that'd be
what's
fine.
not Canada?
Yeah, nothing that's domestic. Yeah.
Right. Okay, yeah, then there you go, USA.
Okay. Mine was Germany to visit my aunt's family. 'Cause they
Mm.
decided to live there for some goddamn reason.
I know, I mean, well, basically
That would
for
have been
us
so different.
no, I feel like a lot of Asian people, though, are like that because I mean, your country I mean, our ancestors, I guess, fled from, our own countries.
Yeah, but they could have gone to the US or they could have gone to Canada with us, but they chose Germany and
I
then
mean, I
they
have family in Sweden. Like, why
but
Sweden? I don't know.
they speak English there, but in Germany they speak mostly German.
They
I'm
But I
pretty
mostly
mean, if they
sure.
came from China, what's the difference?
That's true. Yeah, I mean, they didn't live there for very long because, the discrimination and racism was too much, but
Mm,
yeah, it's really bad there.
totally get it.
Yeah.
First Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook post
Let me
and/or
scroll.
Facebook post.
so
Let's see.
I'd
oh
already
no.
opened mine. Like, my very first Instagram post is a picture at Alicia's house with Soyeon on the
Oh,
couch,
I
Oh
remember that one.
my
and
god.
Jenny on the side
Was I
with
in it?
the very what you if you're are you in it? No, you're not.
No.
With a
Okay.
very infamous Tommy Hilfiger kind of, what do you call that, duffel bag?
Duffel bag,
Yes.
weekender bag.
Ah,
Yes, with popcorn
oh,
and Timmy's.
and am I wearing my, Wreck-It Ralph shirt?
Yes,
Yes, I
yes.
remember that.
Jenny's on her
Get a
phone.
life, Soyeon.
What are you talking about? I remember that time that he took the picture.
So
I
funny.
was making a really bad, like, it was a bad angle.
And this was posted August 1st, 2013.
Okay.
Period.
My first Instagram post, it's titled "Cute Mini Haul from P Mall," which is Pacific Mall. Hashtag kawaii. Hashtag stationery. The correct stationery, mind you. And it's a picture of a pencil case that I still use to this day. A
Love that.
scheduler, and then a notebook. And it was posted July 30th, 2012.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I actually probably had other ones previous to this, but I became one of those people that deleted.
Okay.
Boo.
So for my first Instagram post, I was doing all social media or just Instagram?
It's
No, you can do it
hard to pull
all.
up the others, but
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I
I
have
know what
mine.
my first tweet is, which is a Neopet link.
Oh,
Because if you shared your Neopets, and it was a lot. I was doing a daily thing. Your first like 10 or 20 tweets were Neopet links because if you shared it, I think you got like extra coins.
oh, okay.
And then my first Instagram post, as of what's on my Instagram, I don't actually know, is on September 27th, 2013, when Rogers TV was doing like a, what's it called? They were on TV because they're off the air now.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I was a cameraman for them. So I just wanted to flex the fact that I was a cameraman for a TV
Oh,
show.
god. Do you remember when your first tweets were, though? Like, for me, I went all the way back to, like, the start of when I started Twitter, and my first tweet is an emoticon. It's D semicolon. That's my first tweet. capital D, obviously.
We love capital D's. What?
Yeah, of course. And that was August 6th, 2009. So that's like
Mine was
12
again
years ago.
just I don't know what I actually tweeted, but just know that my first like encounter with tweeting was just atting, mentioning, I guess is the word, celebrities to notice me.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Let's do, what is your first cooking experience?
My
rough.
first one was probably spaghetti with my mom. So she technically just tried to teach me how to make spaghetti, but she made me do it, and she was just yelling at me the entire time. Love you, mom, but mom, as a teacher, awful.
I don't think my parents ever kind of like, okay, stand here and look at me cook, or I'm going to teach you how to cook. Ours is a lot of them talking about cooking and us just happening to pick it up.
Yep.
Like we were
Yeah.
never taught to cook.
Nope.
But by the time I was in middle school, I want to say, we were already home alone. I mean, we were not supposed to be, but what could you do? We were poor and our parents had to go to work, you know? So we basically had to learn how to cook from middle school. So that's kind of how we learned. And we would cook like rice, chicken, instant
Chicken.
ramen.
Love
Yes,
instant
chicken.
ramen.
Not like full chicken, like just chicken cubes or breast or
Oh, okay.
we're not like shucking a chicken from its raw full state. But yeah, that was my first experience.
On a similar note, my parents were also out working most of the time. Like when I came back home, so I would eat a lot of instant ramen.
I thought it was
Love
just
instant
easy. It was like a
ramen.
classic.
Yeah, but I guess my first, not meal, but the first thing I really cooked was I learned to make rice. My mom didn't trust me to make anything else, so I would just make rice.
True.
I would say I make rice pretty well. I make it the way that my mom doesn't like it. And it's a little a little less water.
Do you like to see
'Cause
grains?
yeah, my mom likes it like sticky.
I don't like that either.
I don't like it. Yeah.
How about, do you guys remember your first ever cell phones?
Yes.
I, of course, do. I was back in grade, I want to say 10. Like I got a cell phone pretty late compared to other people. But it was like a BlackBerry. Yes, with the full out keyboard, which I loved for that time, you know?
Must be
Yeah.
nice.
That was mine.
I had an LG Chocolate 2. It looks kind of like an iPod in the sense that it has like a spinny thing in the middle of it. Like that's how you would navigate. And there's like a button in the middle to like press OK or whatever, and then you can flip it open. Or like slide it open. Yeah, to have like the little ABC DEF kind of keyboard. And I got it grade 8.
Oh wow.
Cute.
Okay, because
Mine, I don't really know what it was, but I would say a Nokia flip phone from the gas station, 7-Eleven. Shouts out to
oh
you.
god.
Didn't have text, and it was all pay, whatever. What's it called? Pay per.
Like prepaid.
Yeah, prepaid. Essentially, like if my dad would put $10 in it, and he'd be like, "Why the fuck did you use it up already?" I was like, "Dad,
Right.
you call me."
But I remember there was a way. Do you remember there was a way to tweet through texting?
Yes.
You guys
I've
remember
never
that,
done that.
right?
Yes.
I didn't have like data on my phone when I first, so I used to always do that, like tweet text.
Fucking
This is
loser.
the best thing ever.
Oh,
Okay, well, at least I didn't have a gas station phone, dumb bitch.
true.
It was funny because like people in school, I'm tweeting, and I'm like, and they were the one like they're texting to tweet, and I was always so jealous because I'm like, I want, because we don't have Wi-Fi like the kids do nowadays.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true.
How about, do you guys remember your first toy
Uh, it's a small blue teddy bear with a bow. That was my little teddy bear, and I would carry it around everywhere and have
Is it like what, a
tea
Beanie Baby?
parties. No,
Oh.
it's from Korea.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
For me, it was this what I remember, like, vividly, but I can never find it. Like, I'm always trying to look for something similar on Google Images or something, but I can't find it anywhere. It was this white dinosaur with red spikes on it,
Oh?
and I think it had a shirt. I don't quite remember, but I literally can't find it anywhere. And I remember having 2 because the first one, I think I lost, and
Oh, no.
I was like, where's my dinosaur?" So we bought another one.
Ooh. Well, mine was a mouse that I lost in kindergarten. It was a mouse like bear thing.
Okay.
No, like a stuffed animal, like a mouse.
Oh,
Like I don't know why I said bear, but I meant like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
no.
Like a plushie of a
Yes.
mouse. Okay.
Let's how have you guys solo traveled? 'Cause that
No.
okay, then we'll skip it.
Okay. I was like,
Um,
no.
do you guys remember your first gift,
No.
like, you received?
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Oh, really?
I'll pass on this.
My first gift was in grade 1. That's the first time I like actually celebrated Christmas or whatever. At least the one that I remember.
Oh, I
My
was waiting for you to say birthday, but okay.
no, it was Christmas.
Damn.
And I remember getting like a stationery / art kit. And it was really nice of them. I think the fact that my parents kind of like really pushed me towards art was really nice of them. I feel like most parents, especially not Asian parents, would have done that, but they're a little different. So that was nice.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I forgot about birthdays actually, but I don't
That's what I'm saying.
remember.
You wouldn't remember your first birthday. Like I don't
Yeah, like
remember mine.
first, second, third, fourth. I remember my 5th. That's my grade 1 birthday. But yeah.
For me, I don't think it was a game because, like, imagine playing games or something, right, you know? But, um, my first gift, I don't think I can really remember because I think Chinese New Year was a big thing, and I think, red envelopes, like, they're considered gifts, right? Like, I would,
Oh, I guess so. Then I would
right?
just be like a red envelope,
Yeah.
bitch.
I mean, nothing really special, I don't think.
Aw. Red envelopes are special.
I mean, they are, yeah.
Don't do that to your parents
What was
or your
the
relatives.
what was your experience like for the first time driving?
Oh no.
Not applicable.
Oh
Uh,
no.
wait, you
Oh
haven't
no.
driven?
Dude, I only have my G1.
Girl, you're about to have a G0.
Yes.
Stop this.
Well, I don't need one. I have a green card now. Anyway.
You can drive with that?
You can drive with
No,
his
it's
green
just
card? I didn't
my
know that.
That makes
That's
sense.
new to me.
I would say the only reason I got a G1 was so I could apply for a passport so I could see Nick.
Imagine having a
And then
G1.
yeah. But you guys
Sorry,
can
that's
go.
like Ontario. Is that Ontario or Canada? It's a Canadian thing. Sorry, guys. Not
Right,
that.
oh, right, yeah. My
Yeah.
first time driving was, I think, right when I turned, I think it's 16 you can drive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I
You just want to say that for legal reasons.
no, I literally when I turned 16, I didn't drive before that, ever. But it was yeah, that was my first time, and I didn't drive my parents' car or anything. We kind of had, an instructor, and I drove that person's car, and it was my first time, and I was kind of like, "This is literally my first time. You literally have to tell me what to do. Like, do you want me to step on a pedal? Do you want me to, like, pull something?" Like, this was my very first time. I don't think he knew that. I think when I, like, scheduled the training day or something, he kind of thought I had some sort of experience. You know, when he's like, "Oh, this is my first time driving." Ha ha. Ha." No, I was like, this is literally my first time driving." And he expected me to know everything. I was like, "No, I literally know nothing." But I think I got used to it pretty quick. Like, driving isn't that difficult,
Okay.
honestly.
Saying that to people who've never driven. I think it's just the nerves.
I don't know. I
It's
was
the
about to say I
nerves.
can see that, but I can't really see that. I don't know. Nerves look
Well, like you were G1, so I guess that's why he was like, "Oh, you obviously know what pedals what," and it's like, "Shut the fuck up, bro." But I was too afraid for strange. Sorry, were you done?
Yeah, I was done.
Okay. I was too afraid to like go to a stranger. I'm not brave like Thomas over here. My dad, I begged my dad to teach me, and he was like, down. He would love that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And so he taught me. And wasn't lots of screaming and you know how parents are. It's like, how do you not know this? And you're
That's why I
just
think
like,
that was the worst choice.
oh, 100%. 100%. But like
Mhm.
the thing is my dad's better than the fucking stranger. What if that was a stranger? But anyways, he was like really mad. I remember I was gonna go to Thomas's instructor.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember that.
And I was like, nah. He sounds rude.
He sounds kind of harsh, but he's actually really nice.
That's what they all say.
Hmm.
So if they all said that, then why do you trust
I
someone?
never trust you. But
Okay.
continue. Who's the first person you've never trusted? Thomas.
The first one I never trust is my family. What are you talking about?
Oh
And that's the
my.
key. Anyway. uh, what is I'm curious about this. What is your first all-nighter? And I just want to start off by saying I actually have never done an all-nighter.
I would like to say the same.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
No,
Oh.
but I've
'Cause
always gotten at least like an hour or two of sleep.
right, I
Alright.
think the latest I've probably slept is, like, 3 or 4, but I've never been so disorganized and, like, not have my life together to that extent that I needed to do an all-nighter, you know? But
Yeah.
True.
but then
Same.
again, I never did that well at school, so,
Oh.
you know.
I've never done it.
Um.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's a joke. Are you kidding me? All I've done is all-nighters.
Uh.
It's bad. The thing is, I work well under pressure. Yeah, let's use that as an excuse. So I was like, I decided to wait. You know, I decided I
Mhm.
decided to take the extra, wait it out and then do it.
Sure.
But yeah,
Uh.
my first all-nighter was probably in grade
Grade what?
was in grade 8.
What?
And
Ew.
What did you have to do?
so you know what mind maps are, guys?
Oh God.
You spent the whole night doing a mind map.
Yeah, but I was too lazy to do it. It was actually a long process. You were supposed to do it in class, but I was a bad bitch and I didn't want to listen or learn.
So you're dumb.
Yeah, you're a
You're
dumb
all
bitch.
just mad for what?
Because I feel like
Like,
anything grade 8 and previous, you can probably do
It's
within 1
so
hour.
easy. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I actually got 90 for that or
And
A.
you spent all nighter
Congratulations.
for what?
I guess.
I just work better like this,
No.
Fine. Okay, true. So how about you just not do your job and then just do it at 4 AM?
That's what she does.
Oh, true.
Uh, but for me, the latest I've stayed up is until like 4 or 5. It was for this one children's ebook class where we had to make an ebook. And the issue was like my team was really disorganized and they wouldn't like finalize the story. And I was like the illustrator and I was supposed to be animating stuff and they didn't give me stuff until like the day before. And obviously, when you commute like an hour and a half back and you have to like eat
Mm,
dinner and stuff, you barely have enough time to work on it. So I had to like start from scratch, and it was like animating takes a lot of work. But I got like an hour and a half of sleep, I think.
oh
Wow,
god.
good for you for getting the sleep in. I could never.
True. Okay. How about your first financial responsibilities?
Mine would be my phone bill, probably. Is
Oh,
that
is
what you're
that what
talking
that kind
about?
of
Like,
Yeah,
I
kind
needed
of
more
like
clarification. I assumed it was that.
yeah, I can consider it that. Like anything that you had to be financially responsible for. That's
Oh.
literally it could be a lot of things. It could be interpreted in many ways. How about you
Like,
just say what
you
it is
just yeah. Just say what it
and
is.
explain it?
Mine's my phone bill. For obvious reasons, my dad took away my touch screen, my first touchscreen phone, for reasons we will not get into. So I had to work my ass off to get myself a phone to communicate to le boyfriend who was long distance at the time.
Hmm.
Uh, the way I took the question, for some reason, was like the first like adult thing you've ever done. And mine
Okay.
was doing
Nice.
taxes. For the first time, like by myself. So it was the year after I took my first, my second job, which was video animating for this one company, and I was trying to do taxes. And at my school, there was like a like tax helper people that volunteer to help you. It was a mess. Like he didn't know how to uh file my income as because I got paid by check. I don't know. Um it was a
Mhm.
whole thing. Um the year after that I just made my dad do my taxes for me because he's an accountant. So I like just gave him all my stuff and made him do that for me. And
Mm.
now Nick does them for me. So yeah.
Nick does your taxes?
Yeah. He just gets my income. That's all he needs.
Mm,
I think I have two things I consider like separate. Like the first one for me, I guess is considered it like was finding a place to rent when I went
Okay.
to university. Like that was a financial responsibility. I feel like you had to put in your deposit to find a place and but that kind of thing, right?
I feel that.
And then the second thing was kind of when you finish university and you were stuck with debt and now you're kind of figuring out how are you going to pay it or like you're kind of figuring out like how much do I need to pay, how long do I need to pay it for, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Luckily I was still living at home so I didn't have to pay like additional rent off that. But for me I was like, I think the average people pay their debt back is 9 years, and for me I did not want to hold debt for 9 years. So I was just like, if my mom's gonna let me still live at home, like, that's amazing. I was still gonna do that. I think a lot for Asian children, and I think just children in general nowadays, living at home isn't that crazy. So, at least we're lucky for that. So that was kind of a financial responsibility you kind of had to plan out yourself, I would
Yeah.
say.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see, we can almost wrap up. So do you guys have any firsts on top of your mind you wanna talk about?
Um,
Um,
I feel like I covered most of my first. First pet, first first body, what's it called? Modification. Eh.
No.
Which, you know what's funny? It's actually not my ear piercings.
Oh,
It's my sunshine tattoo.
oh, right. You never got your
really?
ears pierced.
Well, I
Yeah.
did, but they got closed up, so I didn't count that because I don't believe it because I wasn't there for that, if that makes
What
sense.
do you mean you weren't there?
Like, I don't believe my mom because I technically she could say that, but I didn't happen. You know what I mean?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I wasn't awake for that. You're like a kid. You're like what, 6 years old or something? I don't know. Less than that.
Okay.
I'm guessing So Young's
Um,
is her earlobes.
Yes.
Wow, I'm a
It is.
genius.
I'm trying to look at our list here. Oh my gosh. You know what? I wanted to do the first memory of school because mine is really funny, but also kind of bad.
Oh, I thought she was gonna say dark. I was like, okay.
So my first memory of school that I clearly and vividly remember is stabbing a girl in the chest with a Remembrance Day poppy at recess sometime in elementary school.
Why?
Oh
I
god.
pushed her. I pushed her and she was
You
wearing a
pushed her, you
poppy.
slapped her across the face, and then you stabbed her?
And
No,
then I
I
spat on
God.
her, and then I curb stomped her.
no, I pushed her, right?
Literally, and then
then
I jumped on Albert's face.
Love this story. This is the narrative I'm going with.
No,
Oh
I
god.
didn't know, because she was wearing, like, a little jacket and then, like, on her shirt was a poppy. I didn't know the poppy was there, so I pushed her and apparently, like, it stabbed her a little, and she's like, "Oh my god, ow," and I, like, ran away. I was like, "Oh, I can't deal with this."
As you should, as you should.
Literally.
That's the one I remember, yeah.
I definitely remember this experience 'cause, and my mom told the story. Mine's is way more wholesome than that, but,
Yeah.
so at this time, like I said earlier, my grandpa walked us to school. So, I think it was kindergarten, you just get dropped off. Like, at that time, I don't even think we registered. We literally just got dropped off, and and we just happened to start school from there. But when I came back home that day, my mom called from her work, and she would talk to us on the phone. It was like, "Oh, how was your first day of school? Blah, blah, blah." And I said, "Oh, it was so much fun," but I had no idea what they were saying because at that time, my first language was Cantonese. I didn't understand English.
Uh-huh.
So that was kind of funny. My mom found that funny because I didn't understand what anyone was saying.
Ugh,
Because at that time, we didn't speak English.
that's true.
I
Yeah.
hate that feeling. That's the
I had
worst.
trouble with too because
Yeah.
I literally came here from a different country, so I was like, "What the fuck are you saying?" I don't
Imagine only knowing one language. I could never.
My first grade school memory was definitely me not being able to find my name on a carpet and start crying into my teacher's arms, and I had to do it every single morning since then. And then I was able to be an independent bitch. I
Are you
literally was
really?
born codependent,
Yeah,
born
you
into this
definitely.
life.
Oh.
I could
Guys, stop!
never.
Don't judge me.
Imagine not being independent.
Okay, imagine
Oh.
being judgmental, sir.
I can't imagine that.
Okay. Okay.
And that's where we end today's show.
Literally.
Thanks for joining, and comment down below how much you hate Thomas. Thank you.
I think
goodbye.
everyone's going to say they love me. Tell me you love me. No, I'm just joking.
Okay, that was very forceful.
But yeah, you can follow us on our social media. Someone shout us out.
At 3SOE Podcast.
And you can find us on YouTube, which you're probably listening to this on Spotify, which you might be listening to this on.
Most of the time not, though.
True.
Y'all are
You can
fake.
find us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. And yeah, until
Yeah.
next time,
And that's on period. Okay. Sorry.
we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
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 How do you press Craig leave?
You tell him to leave, dumb bitch.